Early this year, we saw the rise of free mints when it comes to projects like Goblin Town, and then after that run up and it became a free mint, we had every derivative that you could imagine being a free mint under the sun. Most of them went to zero, and that's just how it went. But when it comes to free mints, I'm like, full disclosure, I love free mints. I love kind of degenning in, playing, giving them a go. It's a little bit like being at the casino of NFTs. But I think there's one very important aspect when it comes to free mints that actually has a use case in modern day NFTs, how I see them running and evolving, and how people and businesses can actually use them to their advantage. Now, this isn't one of these kind of videos where you're getting some hot alpha about what next free mint's coming up or what you can do. If that's what you're looking for, jump onto another video. This is a deep dive into where I think the potential for free mints is, and how people, and I guess you as a trader, but also businesses and people, can move into the NFT space using free mints as a way to get some attention. Now, what I want to touch on first is Digidaigaku. Now, the fact is they actually raised a whole bunch of money, hundreds of millions of dollars for a game, and then there was a free mint put out, which then made this kind of run up and go crazy. Its highest floor price was around sort of 16 or 17 ETH. It's currently sitting at around 13 ETH, which is crazy. Now, the next one that I want to touch on is San Origin, and full disclosure, I'm actually holding one. With this was a free mint. The floor price is currently sitting at 0.08, but the idea is they've actually got some hardware and they're going to be doing some things with music. Now, where I see the use for free mints coming in right now is a way to hack the attention grabbing aspect. If you have a business, you have a product, and you want to get some attention, you could spend tens of thousands of dollars on advertising on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok to try to get people aware of what you're actually doing. What a free mint does is a free mint lets you package something up, give something away for free to people, and then essentially let them run this out and draw up this business and attention. The fact is, you can then have a business or a product deliver something for free in terms of a free mint as you're building up your product and your offer to then give out. Now, I'm not saying go out there and give away free stuff. What I'm saying is you can then give people these loyalty cards, these first access cards, in the form of a free mint. In the free mint, you're going to have people that they want to speculate, that want to run around, that want to support you. You're then going to have an instant fan base of people willing to play around. With something like San Origin, they've got a collection of 10,000. You've got essentially 10,000 people here that are willing to kind of engage with the product that they're going to have. When they execute and do what they're going to do, they're going to have eyeballs ready to go, ready to look at. When you look at something like Digidaigaku, they've got sort of a supply of 2,000, but the fact is everyone in the NFT space knows exactly what they're doing. So when they go to drop a game, when they go to drop something, people are going to come through. Now, where I see this running through is if you are a fitness person, just say you've got a business, side business on the side, a side hustle, why not thinking about incorporating a free mint into what you're actually doing when you're coming to launch? If you launch a free mint, you're going to have the entire ecosystem around you wanting to push forward, spreading the awareness, sharing it out, because they want to make some money off the flip of a free mint, but you're also drawing people and bringing people's attention to your actual product. So if you are doing a clothing line, you could actually run this out, gets people's attention to what you're doing beforehand. If you're running a chain, like a burger chain, or you're running sort of a coffee shop, you could then release a free NFT, which would then let people know what you're actually doing, which then can give you a chance to actually get ahead. So you're not doing a cold launch, you're doing a warm launch of your product. It doesn't matter what you've got. It doesn't need to be a digital product. It doesn't need to be a physical product. It can be a blend. It can be anything. But the idea is what a free mint does is a free mint causes hysteria. It causes people to get excited. And when people realize that there's a real business behind the free mint, people will go in, people will speculate, people will push, people will market it for you. And the really savvy business operators in this space have understood that. They've understood that if you can have a solid business underneath and then do a free mint, you're going to then exponentially kind of have your marketing growth just rocket up. It's going to be crazy because you've got everyone else behind you. You've got the entire sort of ecosystem and the whole market essentially marketing you and pushing you. Now look, advertising on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok can be expensive. Just to be put in front of 1,000 people can cost you $10 or $20. To get yourself to 20, 30, 40,000 followers on a social media platform can be very, very hard. hard. And the idea is that you may spend $20,000 on a big marketing campaign to get 20,000 people aware of your product and what you're doing, when you could actually spend that time and effort building a core fan base of that are supporters of your product, because you are doing a free mint. And I know that you're going to have the whole bunch of people kind of in the comments below going, yeah, but if I'm in a free mint, I'm just willing to make a quick flip. But what you're not realizing is that getting that first 1,000 followers for a business is hard. Getting that first 10,000 followers is very hard. What I'm saying here is if you can get a business that starts off at essentially zero and can run them up to 30,000 followers on Twitter, get some on Instagram, get some on TikTok, you then have a brand that actually has value, which then can be used to kind of leverage to then get more funding later, that can then go into pre-sales, that can then do a little bit more. It's not about using the free mint to give away free stuff. I'm talking about using the free mint as a way to arbitrage the attention and actually bring people's awareness to what you're doing. Now, a very good case study and something I want to bring your attention to is LooksRare. Now, back in January, LooksRare launched, which was a competitor to OpenSea. Now, what they actually did is they did a whole bunch of airdrops for people that have traded essentially on OpenSea, spent a whole bunch of fees, things like that. Now, what is crazy here is that LooksRare have gone for a tokenized version. The idea is that they were essentially doing a free mint. They were doing a giveaway, which then brought eyeballs and attention to what their platform was. When we have a look at Dune Analytics, we can see here that it started off very strong and then it tapered off, and at the moment it's not doing crazy amounts of volume. But the fact is, for a brand new platform to get some people over, it was very easy. They did an airdrop and they got some people to come through. Now, they had a whole bunch of tokenomics behind it, which made this possible. But the fact is, you can do this with any business that you have, with any idea that you have. And when you have a look at the total fees, you can see here that the total fees that they've pulled in is 186,850 ETH total in fees. Now, what you can see here is the fact that they've gone out here and gone the give approach first, which drew attention to the platform, which meant that people were trading and actively using the platform, which is crazy. And this is where I see the savvy traders in the space right now looking. If you can find a project or a business that is doing a free mint and they actually have a substantial business model behind them, or they've got an idea that they want to execute, that may be the free mint that you want to move into and move onto, because the successful free mints that I'm seeing are projects that actually have a roadmap, that have a business plan. Look, 0.08, you were able to mint 3 of these. This is a juicy little rip, but as you can imagine, DigiDaidaku, the fact is they ran up to a huge bag with their 2,000. So look, why am I bringing this up and why have I made a video about this? First off, I think there are 3 reasons why. The first reason is the fact that I think this is a very interesting space and an interesting play. If you've got an idea, if you've got something that you want to launch or get off the ground, a side hustle, something that isn't just NFT based, a free mint NFT can actually help get your attention and get your product off the ground by bringing you that initial attention so people know that you exist without having to spend those tens of thousands of dollars on advertising and marketing to begin. And I think that it's a very smart move. Number 2, it can help out the sort of traders in the space to actually filter out those free mints and those opportunities that they want to actually go for. The fact is, you can actually kind of move and align yourself with those projects that do have a business model, that do have some funding, that are trying to achieve something, and they're using a free mint as a way to draw attention to what they're doing, and then you know that it's more likely going to have a bit of a run. Now, number 3 is, I know that a lot of people are in the collab space or the agency or the marketing space. The idea is that this is a very good, easy, low touch aspect to get a client on board, to be like, hey, how can you accelerate that client's success by doing a 1,000 free mint, to bring people's attention to something, to actually kind of get that physical real world product or the digital product that's just not in the NFT space and lift it off the ground. The idea that you're able to look at a free mint for the marketing tool that it is to actually get them to achieve their business results outside of the NFT space, and this is just that first kind of thing to get them through. Now, the one thing I want to touch on again is that if you are going down this to promote a business or a product, you don't have to do a free mint to then give them away something. This can just be the first 1,000 customers that can get that unique thing, they can get that raw thing, they can get that thing that no one else can get, that first access. People want that first access. People will speculate on that first access. And the idea is if your product is good, people may just want to get their hands on it and be that beta testing. So that is my breakdown about free mints and how I think they actually have a space in the NFT space, but how they can be used to kind of hack attention and hack some marketing and hack some eyeballs to actually achieve the goals of the people that are doing the free mint itself. If you found value in this video, please consider hitting up that subscribe button. And while you're down there, also hit up the like button. As always, it's been a pleasure having you with me. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.